Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
The campaign begins.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Illusion shot!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Shine down!
Things are about to get dicey.
Now you shall perish!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Illusion shattered!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Absurd! Transfixed! Here comes the catch. This is where you fall. Overruled.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want,
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Or try. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be... Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening. Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly
You see, we've reclaimed an endless amount. Release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, sleep well, Father. When you awake, that which differentiates...
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village... Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should... The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventure. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like... What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memory?
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said... If this person only exists in people's memories... Time travel is extremely difficult to perform. No. Bahram...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time and we don't even know who's Good idea! That'll help us narrow things. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give...
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into... If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time... That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, It would, like, there could be overlap or something. People might. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time.
Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. No. We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager. The color of the sky. No.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's. Yeah, that's where they'll be!
Take it easy.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of the Abyss Order. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now be Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite... Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the... it's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, but despite his intentions for me, I never in truth. I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. After all, its existence cost me my life. That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world, as if... I know what you might... Why would I do something so meaning? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exact. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the... He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very... That's right, because in his mind, he... Before you two entered that false location,
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. And took... I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm too insignificant. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my Hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That story managed to dispel my fears. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near to implant a specific memory. In that memory, I would tell them. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom. But now...
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time. Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean, I didn't expect that after everything, he would were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Conria, not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be. You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint it. He brought comfort to the people of this world. So ask yourself this. Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a Lumine?
this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one to have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister. This space has lost its tether. I doubt, in fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?